next one I feel like is so wearable for every woman, really. This is such an easy one, and that is hi ladies, we are so excited to be here this morning because we're going to be sharing with you today the latest, most wearable fall trends. So we have really condensed this down to the ones that we think are the most wearable, the most practical, the things that we will be looking for when we're out shopping, and we are excited to share them with you. Now, a lot of you have been asking us when we are going back to 2 videos a week, and the good news is we'll be back in September, so very shortly. I just sent my firstborn off to college. Christina is about to send hers off to college. So that's why it's taking us a little longer to get back into the swing of things. So bear with us, but we'll be back in September on Sundays and Thursdays.
All right, so every single year there's always going to be a hot color. So of course we have talked a lot about pink and Barbie core pink, but the hot color trend that we are seeing that's going to be everywhere this fall and winter is the color red. So red is a great color. It's such a vibrant color. I think the majority of women feel like that they can actually wear the color red. It's a little bit sexy. It's a little bit in your face. I personally really love it. I know that Kelly also loves it. Whenever we wear it, and of course we have a little bit of like, I don't know, do we kind of look like twins? So I guess we have a little bit of like different skin color and hair color, but we always get lots of compliments on it. So I think it's a very like youthful color too, and one that we're gonna see in lots of different pieces, whether it's blazers or skirts or pants or even a beautiful like satin blouse.
Yeah, I am so excited for this one. Now, I will not be getting rid of my pink. I can assure you I will still be wearing my pink, but I love red. Of course, it's kind of like in the same, realm as the pink, but it's just such a notice me kind of color, such a powerful color. It's vibrant. So if you really want to stand out in a crowd, I feel like red is definitely the way to go. And you can do it in everything from your nail color to your lip color to your shoes to a handbag to a full monochromatic red outfit, and I can't wait to find these red items in the stores. Obviously, Christina got a head start with her beautiful red shirt today, but this is definitely the biggest trend that we saw when we were doing research for this video. Red was everywhere. So ladies, if you don't have something red in your closet, you're gonna want to pick something up. I'm telling you, this is the hottest color for fall. Okay, so this next wearable trend is one that I am really excited about. I have actually already started adding a few of these pieces to my fall wardrobe, and that is classic tailoring. So we saw tons of this on the runway shows, all different kinds of ways it was being done. Some of it was like a little bit of this like 80s power suit look, but just classic tailoring. So this vest that I'm wearing is definitely what I would consider some of that classic tailored look, where we see a lot of people wearing these structured vests, blazers, pants. We're seeing a lot of, pleated trousers or straight leg or wide leg trousers. We shared some in our pants video that we just did, but I love it. I think it's just such like a sleek and chic look, and we're seeing the power suits, whether they're done with pants or even some shorts, which I really love, especially here in Florida. It really works out great. But power dressing, classic tailoring, for those of you who really love a classic style wardrobe, you're gonna love this. You're gonna be able to incorporate it with pieces that you already have in your closet, and it's just super hot.
Now, you also don't have to think that you have to wear this as if you're going into the office. So the great thing is that we're seeing a lot of people styling it with more casual pieces. So whether that's maybe a great pair of jeans and like a nice like oversized blazer, or even like a tailored vest, or they might have actually like a great pair of pants, whether it's a wide leg or maybe like a great like little boot cut, and then having a more casual top. So this is one where we're seeing a lot of mixing and matching. So it takes that classic style but also that everyday casual style and really melds the two together. So it makes it super wearable. So we had to put this one on the list because we thought that you ladies would really be easily able to incorporate it. And we also want to say that thank you so much for everyone who has been subscribing to our channel lately. Honestly, like we were just recently talking about, like we cannot believe that we are already over 120,000 subs. So if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. It is free to you and it definitely helps us out. It really does help us to continue to create the content that you ladies really enjoy. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. So for you ladies who love your shoes, the hot trend that we are seeing for this fall is wedge pumps. So these are not espadrille pumps or cork pumps, but they are a wedge style pump that we're seeing. And of course, we're seeing them in so many different colors. Of course, you can have that like beautiful classic black, or we also know that metallic is a huge trend as well. So we're seeing a lot of these metallic, shoes. I know that I recently picked one up, so I'll make sure to link that down below. Of course, with each of these trends, if there's anything that we're sharing with you and it's linkable, we'll make sure to pin it in that first comment or have it in the description box for you ladies. But this is a good one and an easy one. So I really love wedges because I feel like they're super easy to wear. They're very comfortable. It gives you that a little bit of height, but it still makes it super comfortable. So this is one that I'm really looking forward to and loving.
Yes, we love our espadrille wedges in spring and summer. So this just really makes sense going into fall. And for those of you who don't have really cold temperatures, even in winter, we'll be able to wear some of these. If you like to get that like leg lengthening effect, but you want something that's comfortable and wearable, I feel like this is a great option. So, we saw a lot of block heels in the past. Those are still going to be in style, still going strong, but this is another option that's going to give you height as well as comfort. And I think it is really being done in such a great way. I'm super excited. I definitely saw some great examples. So of course we will share those with you. Some of these trends that we're talking about, we have already picked up some here and there and incorporated into our looks, and some of them we are on the hunt for. So as we're finding them, we'll be sharing them with you as well so that you don't miss out, because of course a lot of these hot trends sell out really quickly. So if you're looking for something, make sure to check those links. But I love this one. I think it's going to be great, especially for us petite ladies who are always looking to add some inches. Okay, so this next trend that I saw popping up a lot, I was super excited because definitely a favorite of mine, and that was off-the-shoulder tops and dresses. Now, typically we would think of these off-the-shoulder tops and dresses as being more spring and summer type of look. We usually see them in those kinds of fabrics and colors. However, we're seeing them now really being incorporated into some items for fall. So obviously, if you are someone who lives in really cold climates, this one might not work for you. But if you are someone who lives in warmer temperatures, I think this is really pretty, and it's being done in some of those like darker and brighter colors, some more fall appropriate fabrics in a lot of different like dresses and styles. Probably, I'm sure we're still gonna see some of the, off the shoulder or one shoulder, some of that, but what we're really seeing is this classic, true off the shoulder look. So I am very excited to see what they put out for fall and winter.
I do feel like it's fun, it's flirty, and it's a little bit sexy, but super appropriate for women in our age group. So I think this is a great style of top, and we're gonna find them in some beautiful fabrics. So whether that's a nice like chunky kind of knit type of off the shoulder, or you might even find something that's in like a great little like casual cotton type of fabric. So it really just kind of depends on what your climate is like during the fall and during the winter. For us, of course, here in Florida, we're going to be able to wear it all year round, so we really love it. And like Kelly had said, the one shoulder or some of those other kind of like cutouts that show a shoulder, it's not that those are out and that those aren't popular. We're just going to see a lot more options with this true off the shoulder look.
Okay, so by the way, if you all are enjoying this fashion content, we wanted to remind you, make sure you go over and follow us over on Instagram, because over there, we're able to share with you some of the latest pieces that we find and style them for you. Also, we're able to make you aware of any sales that are going on as soon as they happen so that you don't miss out, because a lot of these hot items sell out very quickly. So make sure you follow us at Mommy's Makeup Moscato on Instagram, as well as over on the LTK app. We're over there and we have all of our items that we share. We've even got some different categories for you guys, like items for travel or our fall favorites. So definitely follow us there as well. It makes shopping a breeze.
So we already shared with you the hot color that's going to be trending this fall and winter, but I don't know if it's any surprise to anyone here, but winter florals are still going to be super strong for this season and this year. So we always see it. I think it's a little bit of a no-brainer that in spring and summer florals are going to be hot, but these winter florals, so these darker, richer florals, whether it's like a black floral or like a burgundy or a deep like green or even browns, these are the kinds of florals that are going to be trending a lot during this fall and winter season. So I really kind of feel like some people might gravitate gravitate towards more of those black florals, where others may, find that a nice, like neutral brown floral might be colors that they really gravitate towards. And I feel like with all of these different options, and even options in the size of florals. So before we saw these like, smaller like floral prints that were really popular, and now we're kind of seeing floral prints, small, large, medium, and everything in between.
Yes, absolutely. I think it really is personal preference. So, what do you like on your body? I think the rule of thumb typically is the larger the floral, the bigger it makes things appear. The smaller the floral, the smaller they'll appear. So depending on where you're putting your florals and which part of your body, how large you want to make those things look or how small you want to make them look, that will determine which florals maybe you gravitate toward. But I love this because I feel like winter florals are a way for those of us who really love to embrace that feminine style to kind of work in that girliness into these more fall and winter tones. I think we're still going to see some of those like muted blush and mauve type of colors as well, but they use like these browns and everything to incorporate it so that it looks less like spring and summer florals and more like fall appropriate florals. So I love it. I am all about the florals. So I'm definitely looking for some of those like beautiful blouses and everything that are just going to look beautiful, even paired with some of those tailored pants. So yeah, not anything new or groundbreaking, but definitely something that is fun and very wearable. So this next one I feel like is so wearable for every woman, really. This is such an easy one, and that is white shirts. White shirts are going to be really hot for fall and winter. And when we were looking into this, kind of doing our research, what we saw was just a lot of different options. So those classic white button-up shirts, they're going to be super on trend. I feel like those shirts pair well with everything. Whether you are wearing some relaxed denim or some tailored pants, you can layer it under a blazer. You can just do so many things with that classic white button-up. But what we're seeing is some different takes on this classic. So recently I was in J. Crew and I saw that they added some little pearls to the collar and some little pearls to the sleeves. We're just seeing little like lace cutout kind of detailing. We're seeing different hem lengths on these shirts. Some of them were more tunic style. I mean, they're just doing all kinds of fun things with the classic white shirt, and it's going to be a really great one. It's one that works with so many things. It's super versatile, and it's really going to be a way for you to incorporate your own like personal style, whether you like something very classic and tailored or something a little bit fun and feminine or even a little bit trendy. You're going to be able to find a white shirt that really works for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether it's like oversized and kind of more of a baggier, like you've just taken your boyfriend's like oversized shirt and you're kind of wearing it with like a pair of your favorite jeans, or if it's a more like tailored, kind of like structured type of white shirt, there's going to be so many different options out there. And one of the great things too that I really love about white button-up shirts is the way that you can style them. So you can have it where you tuck in one of the panels into the side, giving like a little bit more of this like cool hip type of vibe. You can do a complete, full tuck. You can have a little front tuck. You can even do it where you create a little front tie in the front. So this is one where you can style it so many different ways, give it a little bit of a push up onto your sleeves. It will always give you this like effortless kind of look, and for sure will be on trend this season. So a hot accessory, and one that's a huge trend that we're going to see so much this fall and winter, are these chunky oversized earrings. So if any of you ladies love Bottega Veneta, then you are for sure familiar with the drop earrings. So these almost look like they're in the shape of a teardrop. They're super pretty. We've seen them in these beautiful like gold or silver tones. Also, if you are someone who maybe doesn't like the teardrop shape, you're also going to see these like oversized, like chunky hoop earrings, whether they're smaller, larger, or medium size, that are really going to also be trending big time this fall and winter. So to me personally, I really love it. I'm someone who really likes wearing earrings, but I always need to make sure that they stand out enough that they can be seen from behind my ear. So these like chunkier kind of oversized earrings I think are really pretty. They're perfect, honestly, for showcasing just a little bit of bling, but not being like overly exaggerated.
Yes, I agree. I have the same issue because I feel like most of the time my earrings are being hidden by my hair. So if I can have something that's a little bit more substantial, a little bit chunkier, but still really appropriate for like casual clothes during the day, I love this this trend. So we shared with you guys an awesome Bottega Veneta dupe in our dupes video. So we'll make sure to share those again because they're fantastic. They really give you that look for less. They're so pretty, and I'm so happy to see that this trend is really here to stay, and we're seeing more and more of this like very significant chunky looking earrings. They don't have to be large. They're not so much like dangle statement earrings. They're more just bold and chunky, and I feel like that's really wearable for a lot of people, even when you are just dressed in a simple, you know, top and jeans. So such a fun one, such an easy one to incorporate. Definitely a very wearable fall trend. Okay, so this next wearable trend is one that really never left for Christina or myself. We definitely wear this one in lots of different ways, and that is peplum. Peplum style tops are gonna be big again for fall, so I don't feel like they ever really left. I feel like every season we've found at least a few here and there in some of our hauls, and for both of us, we really love that like waist definition that it can give to a look. So the peplum can be different on different types of tops depending on where it's located. You know, we've seen some where the peplum is a little bit higher up, sometimes it's a little bit lower on the waistline. It really is personal preference and what really works best for your body, but just having some of that waist definition, I feel like is just such a beautiful and classic feminine looking style, and it makes sense that this style would be really big because another thing we saw a lot of was like belted waist, and a lot of this like hourglass silhouette was all over the runways, and peplum really gives you that by kind of like faking it in a top. So for someone like myself who is more rectangular, this is something I really appreciate, and I'm so glad it's a big trend because I'm hoping to find lots of them in store.
Yeah, so with peplum style, the great thing is that it creates the optical illusion of having this hourglass figure. So even if you're someone who doesn't have, you feel like the tiniest waist, it's gonna be doing all the work for you, creating this illusion of having this smaller waist and this hourglass type of figure. So for me, I really personally love it. I also feel like a lot of the peplum style tops that I gravitate towards also have different necklines. So of course, you know, I love a classic V neckline, but I think a lot of the peplum style tops that I was gravitating towards actually had a square neckline, which I feel like really helps to also highlight a lot of your collarbones. It just overall creates a very feminine and girly kind of vibe, and of course a lot of them also have these really cute details on them. So whether they're like eyelets, some of them also might be in a great knit that we find, you know, for this fall and winter season. So many good ones, and also in these beautiful colors. I'm honestly super excited. So for those of you ladies who really like more of these like relaxed style pants and jeans, and you're gonna love this next trend. So we are seeing wide leg pants and jeans everywhere this fall and winter. So this is great because if you're someone who has a bit more of an elevated style, you're probably going to gravitate towards more of those wide leg pants. However, if you're someone who has a very casual lifestyle, then of course that wide leg jean is going to be in your arsenal and probably in your daily, you know, attire that you're wearing in your everyday type of life. So for this style of pant, we're seeing, you know, that they are coming in mid-rise as well as that high-rise. If you are looking for more of that look to really elongate your legs, you're probably going to want to go for a high-rise wide leg jean with a heel. So having that heel is going to also help to create this elongated look, which I think honestly looks so hip and cool, honestly. So for me, I really don't hate, you know, like wide leg jeans. I like them, but it does have to be like the certain kind of fit. So just be careful because just because it's labeled wide leg, it is going to vary from store to store on exactly how wide the leg or the pant is going to be.
Yeah. Yes, wide leg is definitely all the rage. And I know for some of us, it can be a little bit intimidating because of course on the runways, we are seeing these really, really wide legs, and that might not be what's flattering on everybody's body, but don't worry, there's a wide leg for everyone. So even if you want something that's maybe a little bit more slimmer fitting on top and even a little bit through the hips and thighs, and then the width comes a little bit at the bottom of the leg, you definitely have that option as well with something like a flare or a boot cut. Or if you want to look for that more traditional wide leg, then just think about, like Christina said, pairing it with a heel and maybe a top that is a little bit more fitted on top. So these are not the jeans you're gonna wanna put with your, oversized sweater or sweatshirt, because that's definitely gonna lead into frumpy territory. So definitely think about maybe something like a bodysuit or a slimmer fitting type of top, something that skims the body, and then adding a little bit of a heel with either a wedge or a little boot or something. It's really gonna help to elongate it and balance out your proportions. But this is definitely a very wearable trend with lots of great options. You just have to go out there and try, just like we're gonna be doing. And of course, as we find some great ones, we'll make sure to come back and share them with you as well. And last but not least, this one isn't really anything like super new and exciting, but it is very wearable. And what we're seeing is a lot of scoop necks. So typically, Christina and I, we love our V-necks. And the reason we love our V-necks is because they're really elongating. You show a little bit of skin up top, and that is very flattering and really helps to just like slim the body, especially for someone like myself with wider shoulders. Having more of that like elongated neckline, it actually makes me feel a little bit like more proportioned and slimmer on top. So I think it's super flattering, but this is a great option. Scoop neck is just another option. It's something that is also going to give you that like skin up top and is very flattering. And we're seeing a lot of it. It's kind of like a very modern type of style. They're doing a lot of it in t-shirts, in bodysuits and tops and things like that. So I think it's a great one and another very wearable trend.
Yeah, and we're gonna also see different depths of the scoop neck. So some of them might be a little bit higher up on the chest area, a little bit more conservative, and some of them might be a little bit wider and a little bit lower so that you're able to show off a little bit more of your cleavage area. So really it's just going to kind of depend on what you're comfortable with, but this is one that's really going to highlight all of those like feminine details. So your neckline, your collarbone, a little bit of your chest area is going to be shown, and really it's going to also come in so many different styles of tops and dresses. So you're gonna have a wide variety, because I do think that we are seeing a lot of these like closed, neck, like almost like Victorian style of tops. And if you're someone who doesn't really care for that style, then this is gonna be a great alternative for you.
Okay, ladies, so now that you know what the most wearable trends are for fall, you're gonna wanna find out the ones that we're saying to ditch. So make sure after this video, you go and watch the video that we made last week. It's a really fun one. You're gonna love it, and we'll see you next time.